Yo, welcome back to the channel. This here is my 99 Corvette. That was bone stock when I bought it back in 2018. So today I'm gonna give you a bit of a walk around, show you everything I've done to the car. Let's check it out. So let's talk about it in phases. Phase one, balling on a budget. Tinted the windows, put on a straight pipe axle back with the factory H pipe. That I do not recommend. It did not sound good. It was loud, but it was very like clackety. I think I might have a clip. And then eventually I put on a bolt-on X pipe and it sounded pretty good. I drove it around like that for a while. But then it was getting to me how much of a gap there was between the tire and the fender. So I had to lower the car, obviously still on a budget. So I did the lowering bolts. On stock Corvettes, you can lower them without spending any money. You can just crank the bolts down. There's a leaf spring that goes side to side and then there's some bolts on it. Basically how it works, you back out the bolts and it flattens the spring more, lowers the car. And then you can get the aftermarket bolts that are even longer, so the car goes even lower than stock, and that's what I did. And that's how it's still set up for now. After that, I painted my stock wheels here. This is a Hyperdip anthracite gray, and it's like a semi-gloss. It has like a metallic sheen, kind of. Looks pretty good. And then some wheel spacers to bring it out flush. Now, the reason I'm making this video is a lot of that I'm hoping is going to change this year. So I kind of wanted to make a video of where it's at now before I get too far. That way we can kind of look back on it, see where we started from. So that's pretty much it for looks. It's very basic and I did it on a budget. And I drove it around like that for a long time. But then it was finally time to do some engine upgrades, some bolt-on stuff. Let's pop the hood and check it out. That brings us to phase two, which is some actual go fast parts, some real mods. Now it may look like a stock engine bay. You can't really tell that I did any work, but I did, I promise. You might be able to get a little peek at the long tube headers in there. That's the first thing I did, speed engineering, long tube headers. Again, with budget in mind, those are about the cheapest quality header you can buy for these cars, and it's the long tube headers, X pipe, and cat delete, along with the straight pipe axle back I was talking about earlier. So this is a full flowing machine. Now I did that in preparation for the cam. I swapped the cam in this car myself about a year ago in the shop. I made a video on it if you want to see how it's done. It's Texas Speed Cam, 228, 232 duration, a 600 lift on a 110 LSA to give it that nice chop, and it sounds pretty good. And then with the cam, just some supporting mods, the oil pump, the balancer, timing chain, stuff like that. But that is really it under the hood for now. I don't think I'm gonna mess with the power too much going forward. Maybe down the road we'll do something crazy, I don't know. Let's head inside, check out the interior. So this was kind of phase three of everything. I haven't done anything to the car since I did the interior. Again, budget in mind. I don't have money. So we have NRG seats, Prisma Ultra, and I don't think I've seen anyone put these seats in this car yet. They are a little bit bigger of a seat. I like them a lot. Same thing, steering wheel setup, NRG hub, quick release adapter, all wrapped in Alcantara, the steering wheel and the seats. Got a Hurst shift knob. I didn't get the whole shift kit, just the knob. Not only does this car sound like freedom, but it smells like freedom too. That's nice. Behind the seats, we have the Vetworks Shark bar. It's a harness bar. That is one thing I didn't cheap out on. They do make universal kits, but I'm not much of a fabricator, so I wanted something that would bolt right in, which this bar does. And then we have the Race Quip 5-point harness with the cam lock on it. That is one thing. I wish I could have drove this car stock with nice seats, because I'm sure it would have made, like, the stock C5 seats are terrible. Speaking of terrible, a lot of people like to complain about the interior. I like it. Am I a little biased? Yeah. Probably, because I have one. You tend not to care about the interior quality when you're ripping.
Let's take her out, go through the gears. No, you mother... See what all the hype is with these here. Oh, that's not bad. All right, we're back at the shop. Nice. That is pretty much going to wrap it up for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, consider subscribing. Take it easy. See you in the next one.